This was my first time seeing it. Wow. It was Dale and Jason and the editor and Stephen Sangster, right? Oh, so the only thing I had seen was the 2-minute trailer. I know some people here had seen the 2-minute trailer, and I must say, I was just blown away by it. And, I mean, the drone shots. Oh, we had a lot of fun shooting in that cold, didn't we? Yeah, because you know, that's just when the funding came in, and when we had to shoot it. We finally got the funding. We got it in September, but you know, we couldn't get everything ready until December. We shot 6 days in December and another 4 days in January of this year. And just, you know, a lot of hard work from the crew and just so much put into it. Okay, we have are we ready to, there's a question already.
Yeah, we're on also with Gerald Auger, who played Watcher. He's in Calgary right now. There they are. Say hello, everybody. Watcher. Thanks to technology, we can actually make this happen. Any questions from the floor? Here's one right there. Go ahead.
Where did you shoot it? Was it all in one location? Was it all?
Question was, where did we shoot the film? Majority of it was in North Bay. We did some other additional footage that we shot in Toronto, as you probably noticed. Nathan Bluff Square and some other stuff.
Jason's driveway.
My driveway.
And Windsor.
And Windsor, yeah, the biker stuff was all in Windsor. I rounded up the bike clubs and I said, nobody wear your patches because we don't want to war. Bring your bikes.
So how did you get so lucky with the snow? I mean, it was really great snow.
Dale ordered ahead.
It was really like.
Yeah, well, it was December in North Bay.
Well,
December 12th, I think, when we started shooting, December 12th.
thing about the snow is we were fortunate to get pieces of snow, but a lot of it was the atmosphere that we created. We brought in a lot of smoke, so it made it feel like there was snow at times. We also added some snow effects in post, and then also all the drone stuff. We were running out of snow. We were running out of our weather. And we Google Earthed some place up in Halliburton or something like that. It looked like some great roads, and we went and shot there on another.
You really created a sense of place, like it really felt cold. While I was
Good.
watching.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
How can you run out of weather? What kind of weather were you running out of?
Well, there's the consistency of snow and non-consistency of snow is one of the things.
Right.
Shooting up in North Bay, December and January, and then when we wanted to finally get our pickups, it was getting close to losing any of our snow that's on the ground. So we sought it out and we found pieces that could match and that held retained the snow on the ground enough.
Continuity.
Yeah, snow annuity.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, this was originally a script that was written for a spring shoot. Then we're waiting, and now it's a summer shoot. Waiting, and now it's a fall shoot. Like, at least we'll have some nice colors, you know. And then waiting, and now we're into a winter shoot. And Dale's like, don't be afraid of the snow. You know, we did American Gods in the snow, and it was great. And I'm like, oh, I guess we're doing a winter shoot. And because the nature of Canadian cinema, waiting for funding to show up, you end up usually shooting in December or January, which took like 6 months of waiting.
We got a question way back there.
Question there, sir.
The atmosphere and the geography were actually stunning and came across, from our point of view, as an extra character. Was that okay? Asking you to be honest about this, did you plan that, or did you, as you looked at it, went, "Oh my God, look at this"? Because it was eye-poppingly riveting. So, what was it planned, or did you, as you saw it, said, "We got to keep this in here and play it"?
Question is, if anyone didn't hear, was the atmosphere, the land, the trees, the location intentionally put there as an additional character, as it were? And it's funny you say that because Gerald often would remind me how important the land is, because the land remembers. The land is part of, Mother Earth and in his culture and what they hold sacred. So he would always remind me that make sure the land and the trees and where you're shooting is incorporated in what you're doing, in everything you're doing, not just here and there, but an integral part. So yeah, it was intentional for sure.
Yeah. Well done.
To add to that answer, as we were developing it, as we were shooting it, and even in our post-production, we very much realized that what we needed and what we wanted to do was create a third character in this scenario. So in essence, it's Mother Earth, the spirit world. And that's why we had a lot of those aerials in there, the eagles flying shots. All of that is symbolic of the spirit world and that third character that is always watching over them, watcher, and the idea that she is Mother Nature or a spirit world is pushing them instigating for them to come together and for them to seek out the answers.
And Jill, would you like to add to that?
Yeah, no, I guess I could say that this is why every day when we would get out onto the land, I would follow protocol with the land and offer the tobacco, speak to the spirit of the land and say, work with us today as we tell the story of the ancestors and tell the story of this young girl and tell the story of the watcher. And that, so for me, I take that wholeheartedly when connecting to the land, because when you speak to the elements, the land itself, it will respond, but it has to have a relationship with you at the same time. So,
Well said.
Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Go ahead, little ones here. You got it. Sophie.
What was the other language called that you were using?
The other language in the film we used was called Cree, and that was Gerald's mother tongue.
Borderland Cree.
Also, why is the A word in? Because you said there would be no bad words.
I did say there was no swear words in the film, and there were a couple. I apologize.
That's my fault, probably.
Yeah, it was Dale put that in. You hear more of it on YouTube, I'm sure. So I wasn't concerned.
People say that's cool.
I know. It's a terrible thing. I'm trying to set an example here. I should know better. Here we go. Question here.
So I love the Cree language. I love how the subtitles come in and out and they just flow the way the music flows. And it's so good for us Canadians to hear it. And for those who understand Western Cree and who know how to speak it and articulate it, it's so important. So I think kudos to Jason for putting in the subtitles there for all of us to learn a part of the heritage here in Canada. And talking about the cinematography, very reminiscent for all of us who ever watched North and Superior when Ontario Place was first opened in 1971. For all of us who watched that movie over and over and over at Cinesphere, very reminiscent of your cinematography. So thank you for that.
And thank you, Gerald. He was a great consultant for the language and the culture and we made sure that we got everything right. And Gerald was a fantastic resource for that. Woodland Cree is the language we used. Gerald? Woodland Cree, correct.
And Jasmine's got another question.
I love mystery, and you left it really sort of like, whoa, what's gonna happen? 'Cause I love a cliffhanger. How far are you into episode 2? Did you read that script yet?
Well, yes, we're in the midst of writing that now. I thank my distributor for that, Mark Holdham. He said you can't put all this script in one episode. You got to give it room to breathe, space out a bit. So thank you, Mark, for helping nudge us on that to create some mystery, because we have a lot of content. It was basically written as a feature, and we had a lot of things happen. We did a lot of things that are a little different than this, but
It's not unanswered, and that's why I want to see episode 2.
That's right. Episode 2, we have a lot of backstory. Yes, girls, who's first? Ava?
Why in no, I don't want that.
Okay.
Instead of making episodes, why don't you put all of it in just one movie?
Well, that takes money. That's some money. We'll make a big movie for it, just for you. We're gonna do episode 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe all the way up to 8, 8, 9. How many would you like?
100.
Go ahead, Noah.
Speaking of money, this can make more over time. Making a series.
It could.
Expand the story more than in one movie.
Could we expand the story? Absolutely, and that's the plan. We want to tell a lot of the backstory. Really, we want to let these characters evolve, and see how it goes. Things like Breaking Bad. You get a whole new show called Better Call Saul because that character was so interesting, and it just took another. I mean, who knows? Maybe Zelda has her own show, or Zoltan. I mean, these things can develop. So we're excited to really embrace these characters and go forward with the season 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Away we go. Yes, Sophie, it's your last question. Just kidding. As many as you want.
How did you get the idea for this movie?
How did I get the idea? Well, Brian, let's go to Brian.
Well, as I said in the beginning there, I mean, it started almost 8 years ago, and we were in background holding of Murdoch murder mysteries as constables, and we just started getting ideas going. So I wrote the first film. We shot a 10-minute film called Forensic Fringe Cop. But as you see, over the years, it's changed greatly, and I will say for the better. Thank you very much, Jason. And Jason and Gerald and myself, we have ideas for at least 7 or 8 more possible episodes. So it's all about funding, of course. And since we're talking about funding, I do want to thank who we have in the audience, my friend David Ferrant, Friends for Life. Hey, David, thank you very much. He introduced us to a wonderful gentleman, a distributor, last Thursday, and we had a meeting with him. His name is Tony Ledman. He's retired now. However, he's very, very well connected. And he told us at that meeting, it was only a meeting for 45 minutes. He said, I could sell this, and this is just for all he saw was the 2-minute trailer. And he said, I could sell this tomorrow right across Canada and all through New Zealand and Australia as a one episode movie. But we'd like to do more.
Just a few more zeros and we'll be happy. Yes. Sorry, you gotta be on camera, honey. Go ahead. What's your question?
Why is the movie called Watcher? There's nothing really about watching. Ego?
Why was it called Watcher? Gerald, do you want to answer that question? Why was it called Watcher? And tell us what the name of Watcher means in your language.
Okay. Again, Watcher in my Woodland Cree language means Oganawapa Chigyu, one who watches over the people, one who watches over the land. So that's a part of, and for me, being the watcher is the land is telling the story of what happened to this young girl, where humanity doesn't have that connection yet to the land. So that's part of why, because the land is watching what's happening, and I'm interpreting what the land is saying about what happened to this young girl. So
Gerald is the watcher. When I met him, he was telling me what he does, and he's been in Hollywood for years, and he walked away and just sort of got into doing his own thing on the land and doing his rituals and the ceremony. And I started to think about it and went, wait a minute, you are the watcher. You're living the watcher. So that was serendipitous that meeting took place. Quickly. Can you think about it? Any other questions out there? There's one. Bill?
Bill Pappas.
Hello. Congratulations. Very good job. How was the ice breaking scene done with the water?
The ice breaking scene. Yeah, that was a daunting task. Let's go to Dale for that one. How do we pull that off?
you were there. I needed that.
In this business, it's a problem-solving business, and he or she who solves the most problems wins.
So that was a CGI thing, or that really?
No, what we did is we did it in several parts. So The first part was our department created the ice, and what we did was we craned down to the ice, down to the level of snow, passing snow. Then we would create a layer of snow and ice that in CGI or in post, and then underneath the ice we built a stage. Oh, it looked like the gallows type of thing, and we had the actors above. We had a sheet of plexiglass on there. We built snow around it and gave it a icy surface, and we shot beneath it, and we had a crane coming down, and we flipped it in post so it comes down, and we added the fish in there, obviously, and the bubbles, and so it's about 3 or 4 pieces to make that one shot work.
That was a real fish.
No, the fish were not.
Why don't there's CGI?
Yeah, the fish were CGI. Yeah,
It looks so real.
yeah.
But you couldn't see their eyes. So
No, that's right.
And then Jason, part 2 of the question, so you mentioned, maybe the next one like Breaking Bad. So episode 2 kind of like Better Call Bill.
No, it's Better Call Apollo, because that's what they saw in the film. He played AC's driver. He drove him once. He said, "That's the last." His character was named Apollo. So, and Steve is sitting right there. He was the VFX and assistant editor. So great job, Steve. Fantastic work.
And let's introduce our Claudio, who did all the music. That was wonderful. Well, stand up, Claudio. Where are you?
Thank you.
Okay. Amazing.
And also Nicolette Williams is here. Please stand up, Nicolette. She actually was in the process of helping us out. After we shot the trailer, she introduced us to someone named Pitbull from Win TV. And he opened up the first door, the first financial door to the CMF, which is very, very important because without that component, nothing would have started. So thank you, Nicolette. That was a great introduction and it took us on to put it together. No, go ahead.
Do you expect the same environment, like say like in North Bay again for the second episode? Or is it different?
North Bay, no? We don't know. Maybe we never know. It depends on a lot of
Is it gonna
things.
still be winter, or are we doing a different season?
Question is, will it be winter and will we shoot in North Bay? Well, good questions. I have a feeling that if we shoot, it'll be probably fall season, maybe, that kind of time of the year. So we're going to have to be creative in the storytelling, how we got there.
And it could even be,
Yes.
and it could even be Calgary. It could even be Calgary
It
where
might be in Calgary,
our
yes.
watcher lives. And they're doing a big screening of this a week on Monday in Calgary. And so hopefully they'll get some many people are coming to that. I know for sure.
Yes, we'll be screening, thanks to the Calgary Film Commission. We'll be doing that on June 22nd. Right, Gerald? 22nd?
22nd in honor of Indigenous History Month, because everything that we're capturing is people are talking about. See episode 2. Water
Yes,
is
or
playing
just watch
itself out in
talking
real
about the screen.
time. Yeah, no, it's playing itself out in real time in what's happening in with Indigenous communities in Canada and in North America when it comes to the missing and murdered. So it's playing itself out in real time. Episode 2 is writing itself. So.
Episode 2 is writing itself. Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
Are there any questions from the floor?
And that's another thing, if all of a sudden we get funding, yes, we want to see 5, 6, 7, or 8 more of these episodes. That's when we'll bring in some Indigenous writers to continue, and everything grows bigger, and so does the funding, hopefully.
Right. Yes, honey.
Why did it feel like the movie passed by so fast?
Oh, why did it feel like the movie passed by so fast? Well, we're watching a 58-minute TV movie versus a 2-hour movie, so maybe that's why. But that's a good thing. It went by quick. Maybe you were on the edge of your seat. Maybe you were engaged. That's a good thing for us. Oh, Bill, yes.
One more question. So for example, where you were in North Bay and the subsidies and all that, could you go to a place, for example, like Prince Edward County, say, Trenton, Ontario, would they give something like that to keep closer?
Well, the question is about funding, and Yes, well, there's actually a radius, a zone that you need to shoot either within or without. So for example, in Toronto, as we all know, if you go 75 kilometers outside the zone, people shooting like Dundas, Hamilton, you get a certain bonus, regional bonus. With NOHFC, you need to have be in a certain perimeter, northern perimeter. And I believe as far as where is it now? It's Muskoka?
Yeah,
Halliburton, Muskoka, as far south as you can go.
Let's say Trent could go out there maybe.
Well, Trent's east, so I'm not sure that would count.
So is that's not part of the geography for that?
Not so much, no, not for the NOHS.
If you have cash, we will shoot there.
We'll make our own
Something that might
zone.
have locations.
Yes, we'll create our own zone, yes.
I was still talking.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Also,
Go ahead.
I also felt like the movie passed by like 5 minutes. Like when we felt like a 5-minute movie.
Yes, it did go by pretty fast, didn't it? But not for us, we've seen it 10,000 times, but it gets better every time, especially in the cinema. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions, guys? Here's one right there.
So are you in your episodes, are you gonna expand and talk about what happened in the actual residence?
To that girl, you mean?
No,
Not
in
to
the
the group.
residence.
No, to the Indian.
You're talking about resident schools? Yes.
Are you gonna talk about that history?
Yeah, the question is, will we talk about the history of residential schools and such? And I would say yes. And that's kind of part of this. We're kind of planting a seed now. And I would defer to Gerald and his team of writers in the writer's room for that. I'm just posing the playing ground. But when I need the experts, I go to Gerald. Right, Gerald?
Yeah, for me, because I am a product of intergenerational impacts, where I'm literally coming from lived experience. And what I love about my Western brothers and sisters, my fellow Canadians, is that they're opening up their mind and their hearts to understanding the truth and how we all need to come together. It does not matter what color, creed, religion, or faith you are. There's only one race in life, and that's the human race. And for me, this is one of the reasons I got involved with Watcher, was because I have grandchildren and I have a son, and I need the world to come to understand we're living in challenging, interesting times for a reason. And we need to learn to come together. It's not about pointing fingers. It's about how do we move on together from here on in for me. So that's what, for me, Watcher and the art of storytelling is with Fort Directional Studios. So.
I'll say. And that's what the idea of Watcher is. I wanted to tell it through not just my lens, my character's lens, but through the Indigenous lens as well. And you know, remnants of things like Wind River, Jeremy Renner, you know, these guys, even the one character in Yellowstone, he's the white character that came back from war and he's kind of suffering from PTSD, but he had a love for the land and the people, but he couldn't really communicate that because he didn't know how. So this is a great opportunity for these two guys, these two men two, like, you know, very stubborn men that have a lot of pain and trauma from their past, but to come together for one common denominator, and that is to find the missing girl, missing Jessie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Will the second movie be kid appropriate?
Will the second movie be kid appropriate? I don't know. Did you feel this was kid appropriate? You didn't? Okay. Well, we're going to work on that. Dale's fault.
My fault.
We'll do our best, honey, because that's very important to me too. If you're good, you can watch the second movie. Once we made it. Any other questions, guys? We got one? I heard somebody, you know?
Valerie, did you have a question, Valerie?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'll think of it. Where is it gonna stream? When are we gonna see? What are the plans for? You know, you've got the second episode, it's in production or it's in writing, or where are we? When do we see episode 2?
Well, we just finished this one yesterday.
The question is, when do we go to the next episode and where can it be seen on streaming platform? Well, all of those things are going to be answered very shortly when we have lots of meetings lined up. So open to bidding war.
We have to talk to that guy.
That guy in the back. our distributor. He can let us know. He's got some big plans for us, so we're excited. We're just the creators. We hand it over and say, okay, you do it. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure to see this on the big screen with a live audience for first eyes. You guys are the first ones to see this audience. Thank you very much. And we'll get you outside to do some Q&A for testimonials. Just tell us your thoughts on camera as you walk by the poster. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night. Thanks, guys. Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, we're done. Okay. Talk soon.